birds have been eating my guavas. Those little assholes. Dude, you guys, look out. He's trying to come back. They pecked into every single guava that I had. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh. And the same thing has been happening to the figs. They're not ready yet because they're supposed to droop, but I've been harvesting them before they finish drooping. Otherwise, there's no figs left to harvest. Look at that. That's all the birds, and especially the ones that turn really dark, they go after immediately. I think today I'm gonna focus on just bagging all of my figs up because I don't trust these freaking birds. And the little ones do it in packs. There will be like 5 or 6 birds at once. So, not on my watch. Not on my watch. Do you guys see them? Okay. Oh my God. They just started picking at this one this morning. Another one. I've got some organza bags right here, so I'm gonna try and bag as many figs as I possibly can. And I'm just gonna cut off the ones that they already got to because I don't know where these birds have been. I wonder when is the appropriate time to bag the figs. Is it okay to do it when they're still green? Or is it better to wait until they start ripening a little bit? And the reason I asked this is that I noticed something. And it might have just been the way that I applied the bags, or maybe it was just a coincidence. But out of all the figs that I bagged, I feel like there was a percentage of them, maybe about 30%, which honestly seems a little bit high. But there was like 30% of the figs that just dried on the branches and then eventually fell off. And I wonder if I needed to be a little bit more careful or gentle as I was placing the organza bag over the fruit. Because figs are pretty much inside out flowers, right? So maybe I was being a little bit too rough with the stem. Maybe I snapped something. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if it was something that I did that made these figs dry up and fall off. Or maybe it's just a coincidence and they would have dried up and fallen off regardless, but I just didn't notice it before because if I don't have them bagged, I'm not really looking for these. So if they ever fall off and dry up, I probably never even notice. So maybe that's what happened. But that was something that I noticed later on is I bagged all of this fruit with the hopes and the expectations that it would keep the birds out. And in terms of deterring the birds, I feel like they worked pretty good most of the time. But of course, there were a couple here and there that the birds were able to get to. But for the most part, the birds were kept away pretty good. So I probably would try this method a little bit more, but I would love to experiment, like maybe have a tree where I only bag half of the figs and then I don't bag the other ones just to see if the bags make any more fall off. Or perhaps I could try bagging them at different stages, or I could just try out different methods for trying to figure out how to protect the figs from the birds. I'm also curious to know what has worked for other people in terms of protecting their figs. Is there something better than organza bags? And if so, where do I buy it? The birds don't seem to bother trees like this one, where the figs don't turn purple, where they stay like a really light yellow. But my guavas were green and they got to those, so who knows? Maybe once these start ripening, they're gonna come after them too. So I'm just gonna start bagging as many as I possibly can. And then I'm also trying to bag some like this that are starting to barely get a little bit of color on them, because I know that if I don't, in a day or two, that's going to be a lot more purple and it's going to be completely gone. I think that's it for now. The rest of them are still green. Ah, this one's frustrating because this was completely intact this morning and they already started getting into it. And like these figs are really sweet already, but they're not even fully ripe yet. Can you see? They're not like super jammy yet, but I will say they are extremely, extremely, extremely sweet even now. Okay, I think I did all I can for now. And honestly, there's hundreds of figs everywhere. So what I think I'm gonna do is later on today, as it cools down, I'll come out here and I'll probably cover every single tree in a little bit of tulle, kind of like a lollipop. I'll show you guys how to do it because I'm gonna run out of these bags really fast. So I'm just trying to cover up the ones that are gonna be really ripe. But these free, I bet you anything, as soon as I walk away, they're gonna come. Let's see. I wonder what they'll think when they come out here and everything's covered up. So I'm gonna walk away and I'm gonna see how long it takes before the birds come back.
I don't know why I'm whispering, but it just feels appropriate at this time. But I want you to know that it took me a very, very excruciatingly long time to be able to look back at moments like these in serendipity and laugh, because in this moment I was so fed up. I feel like during the summertime in the low desert of Arizona, I'm not really the best version of myself. The heat gets to me pretty quickly. During the winter time, which technically doesn't exist here in the low desert, but during the cooler days of the low desert of Arizona, zone 9B, I spent my days waiting for all of these trees to wake up. Why? Because I wanted to try their fruit. And all of these fig trees that you see right here, I actually grew from cuttings. These are my rare fancy figs. They're not just regular figs, which is why it's so irritating when I've been waiting for months just for the tree to flower and start making the fruit. And it's not like, well, there's still a bunch of other figs on there. No, I want to try the best fig. I want to give it my rating. That's the whole reason that I'm propagating and growing rare fancy figs, and these freaky birds keep taking all of them. And sure, maybe I could take a bite around the part where they've been, but the fig wasn't even ready. And you know why this makes me even more upset? Is because one of my neighbors has a huge fig tree loaded with hundreds, if not thousands, of figs, and I will find branches and branches of untouched figs on the big old fig tree. But my little trees that have not even a fraction of the amount that that tree has, the birds go to immediately. It appears they've got exquisite taste too.